Hey everyone, it's Yuvraj. Today we were talking about something really important. Poverty. We're talking about the kind of poverty where people struggle to afford the basics like food, a place to live, and going to the doctor. Let's be honest, poverty is a huge problem, especially in countries like India that are still developing. Imagine not knowing where your next meal will come from, or not having a proper roof over your head. In this video, we're going to learn about poverty, what causes it, how it's measured, and what we can do to fight it. We're not just talking about giving money, we're talking about real solutions that last. Sadly, India has the most people living in poverty in the world. Poverty exists in both villages and cities, but it's more common in rural India. Even though India's economy is growing, poverty is still a big problem. We're going to hear real stories from people who face poverty every day.
Every day is a struggle. We work really hard, but we still don't have enough money.
It's the same in the city. Jobs are hard to find, and even when you get one, the pay is so low, it's hard to survive. We can't even afford to send our kids to school. Get ready to learn the truth because this is the reality for millions of people.
Experts who study society look deeper into poverty. They don't just look at money, they look at whether people have access to health care and education, basic things everyone should have.
They also look at problems like not having enough food, not having secure jobs, and the constant worry of natural disasters.
Have you heard of the poverty line? It's like an imaginary line that's supposed to tell us who is poor and who isn't. In India, it's based on how many calories you can afford to eat each day. Some people say the poverty line isn't accurate because it doesn't consider the cost of healthcare, education, or even a decent place to live. We're going to look at these arguments and see if the poverty line really makes sense. We know poverty exists, but why? Why does it continue to be a problem? Think about the time when India was ruled by the British. They took away a lot of India's wealth. Things like unequal land ownership, not enough jobs, and slow industrial growth all contribute to poverty. And then there are social factors like the caste system, limited access to education, and not enough healthcare facilities. All of these things create a complicated web of poverty. What is being done to solve this problem? The government has started many programs to fight poverty. Programs like MGNREGA give jobs to people in rural areas, and the PDS provides food at lower prices to those in need. There are also programs for education, healthcare, and housing.
We'll look at these programs, what's working well, and the challenges they face.
Poverty is not just a problem in India, it's a global issue. Global poverty has gone down because of strong economic growth in countries like China and Southeast Asia. However, some regions are still struggling, especially sub-Saharan Africa. We've learned a lot today. We've seen the difficult realities of poverty both in India